Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome. I'm Eustace Farmer and we're having a look at Lawfolds, the virtual and the reality, right after this.
Silent scan.
Welcome everybody to Aberdeenshire Scotland on the farm of Lawfolds. I'd like to say a big thank you to Stussy, the author of the map. Beautiful, beautiful map. Very comfortable to navigate around. The roads are very easy. The landscape is just absolutely beautiful, and it's just a very relaxing, pleasant place to be. So you've done an exceptional job. So thank you very much for that. And there we go. So there's no errors on the map. So that's also a nice thing to see. Alright, so I just got done changing the oil on the old Land Rover here. So I figure I better put this wash pan back in the shed so I don't trip over it in the dark. There we go. Don't mind all that. We got to clean that up. So this is what I figured I would do for you. I'll give you a brief flyover tour of the map, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are going to be doing a tour of this map, because hey, let's face it, it's a great map. So a lot of people are going to be showing it off, and that includes my friend Mr. Chris Bond, TBF Gaming. I know that he's doing a Let's Play series on Lawfolds, and so is Grizzly Bear Sims, and I even think Mr. Species7 is doing something with it too. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If you would like to see me do a Let's Play on this one, it would be my traditional, kind of story mode. I'll kind of work in a story with it. But if it's of interest to you, I would love to put some videos out on it. I'm going to be playing it off cam regardless. It's just up to you guys if you want to see it or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And we will come back and do a little bit of driving with the old Land Rover. As a matter of fact, why don't we just go ahead and we'll get in for now, and we'll drive down and see the animal areas for you. And I'll stay out of cab so you guys can take in the beautiful scenery, and you can watch my horrible outside driving. Practice doesn't always make perfect. All right. So over here are the pigs, right in back of your main farm. And the vehicles from the shop do reset back here to the main farm, which is very convenient. And this is where you would drop off your newly purchased animals and pick them up for market. Right over here. And there's a little gate. Let me jump out. There's a little gate right around the back here, so you can get inside of here, clean out the pig pen and all that. And one thing I'll point out to some of you that maybe you just don't know. Especially in like the sheep areas where the troughs are in separate places, you always know the feed troughs are these square ones. You'll see that has kind of like a tapered square pan for the feed. And the water troughs are always this one with the semicircular bottom on it. Kind of looks like a bathtub. So, and obviously if there was water in it, then you would know it's a water trough. But if it's empty, I have seen some videos people driving up to the wrong one. So that's a very quick and easy way to know which is which. So the round bottom is for water, like a bathtub, and the square one is for feed. You can remember it as square meals. And there, of course, is where you get your slurry from the pigs. And then we can come take a ride down through here. And there's some... Pick the 4x4 today because we've got a little bit of rough terrain going on here. And let me go ahead and I'll put up the map for you to see. We'll start it out small. Let me just give you a general scope of where we are. So there's the main farm where it's labeled Lawfolds, right between fields 32, 31, 33, and 34. And it's backed by 27 and 28, right in that little area. And we're going to head right down this dirt road, and as you see, to the right will be the cows, and to the left you'll go down to see the sheep and the chickens. And you can even get yourself a little petrol while you're down there if you're running low. And these fields are divided by this beautiful little stand of trees going on here. Very nice. I'm not really much into forestry, but even if I was, I don't think I would cut those down because they look really nice. And one thing I have noticed, which to me is very nice, the gates. If you leave them open and you save and close your game, you come back, they will remain open. So that's nice too. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead on and see the sheep, since we're going down that road. Now, if you want a full-on, more detailed map tour, you can always watch one of our official network members and my friend Michael, Mr. MultiMikey, and he did a very nice general tour of the map, and he does it all driving. So if you really want to get the ground effect, so right over here is where you would find your sheep. Right in this field over here. As I'm driving through, there's nice shrubs over here. The owner of the land's going to really be angry with me. And then if you take a left over here, you come up to the sheep farm proper. And we'll just get out back here and open our gate. And we'll step back because I want to preserve my teeth. And then if you walk right in this way, that's where your chickens are. So you have yourself a little Easter egg hunt. There we go. Let's jump the fence today. I'm wearing loose pants. There we go. So I have to say, I know everybody in Scotland doesn't wear a kilt, but I'm going to admit, when I first set foot on this map, I got a picture in my head of me wearing a kilt. And I'll just let you know that a picture will never turn up of that in front of your eyes, because it kind of made me nauseous myself. So need not worry. Okay, that was pretty random. Little workshop over here, and then a gate to get out back. I'm going to hop over that. And then see, as we said here, there's your feed tray, and then there's your water. Okay. And you got a little shed here with the straw, so that's where they'll go night-night. Then you got a water source over here. Don't be drinking out of that now. And then over in here we got more storage. There's pretty much storage dotted all around this little map, so it's really nice. And then you've got your seeds and ferts. So this would be a nice multiplayer map too, especially if you wanted to assign friends, you know, to have, you know, maybe one would run the cattle ranch, one would run the sheep farm, you know, because it's got the little houses on there. So, you know, they all have their own living quarters, which is just lovely. And it's really not a pain to do the gates because they open and close with the left mouse click. Very easy. No fuss, no muss. Okay, let's go ahead and take a ride over to the cows. So this is a fairly large map. The fields are a decent size. They're not too big, they're not too small. Oh, somebody's crooked tire tracks there. I wonder whose those were. And voila, here we are. See, it's got another little ranch house over here. Little table out in the backyard. You can have your morning coffee. Plenty of storage. Nice for your mixing wagons and your mowing equipment if you'd like to have it up here. Whatever. Then here's your feeding area. And this is where you would pick up and drop off your animals, your cattle. Right over here. Over here would be, there's your water. Oh, it looks like it's got some grass growing in there. We'll have to wash it out. Must be a long time. Then you got more seed and fertilizer down in here as well. And plenty more storage in here. What do we got there? Lots of place to customize your vehicles. That little icon there. So as you see, I don't think you're going to be suffering for storage. Okay. And then if you went down this road here, let me just show you on the map. This is going to bring you straight up towards Field 9, where you'd get the Highland grain storage and the Scott Biogas and all that. But we're going to do a flyover to go down around that area because I don't want to keep you too long. Because at the end, I'd like to just show you a little bit of this place on the Google map, on the Google Earth. And I did a few little snapshots of the real and compared to some of the areas here on the farm. There has been a lot of artistic license taken. You know, this is inspired, I would say, by the Aberdeenshire region. There we are. All right. Let's go ahead and take a little drone, wink wink, flight over here. Let's put on some speed with that. Okay, so as you see here, I'll put up the map. We're on the main farm. And then if you come out this road and come down this way, this is going to take you to where a lot of your, well, pretty much all of your sale points are going to be. So you can take a left and go up this dirt road, and that's going to bring you back up around eventually to the cows. And then that little gray square over there by Field 7, I think that's a little cottage. So I'll show you that as well. But we're going to take a right, and then you'd come down this road here, and then you can come up this little dirt road, or you can take the city road on the other side of 25 if you don't want to get your wheels dirty. And to the left is going to be the vehicle shop and some sell points, but I'm going to show you back here first, and then we'll work our way back. So there's Aberdeen Grain for you. The map does have traffic, if you haven't already noticed. And Aberdeen Grains takes everything except manure and wool and, you know, all that other stuff, but it takes all your standards and doesn't take the corn cob mix, CCM. I have that mod installed, but it takes all your standards and root crops. So now we'll go over to the vehicle shop. We'll just whiz straight across here. Put this down for a sec. And here we are. So in here is where you're going to sell your wool pallets. And you pick up your animals in here. Animal market. And you'll sell your composted manure there. And then over here it gives you a list of fruits that they take here. Then you sell your vehicles right over there beside the shop. And this is the shop itself. You can purchase stuff. And then your chicken eggs obviously over here. Oh, I had some in there, that's right. Made a quick 25 bucks. And then in here, oh, bales. Okay. That's where you sell your bales. That one caught me off guard. Get a little gasoline over here, a little petrol. Very nice. Okay. Let's get back in the air. And this is the Highland Grain Limited and Quality Timber Merchant. So there's obviously where you'd drop off your lumber. Let's see where the trigger is. There it is, right there. Let's get this map down. Wood and timber. And then this is where you would sell your grain and your wood chips over in here. And then back here, this is storage. This says high capacity, low cost storage facility. So I don't know if that's just, you know, advertisement on the sign, or if really in game, if they do charge us a little fee to store here. I doubt it. But I'll admit I didn't try it yet. But this is a nice nice extra grain storage, because you've got a lot of fields to harvest here. So this is where you'd pick up your stuff that you've stored, and that's where you deposit it, obviously. We're standing over that for quite a while there. Okay, and then right next door is your biogas facility. Very nice. You got 5 lanes over here, nice and long. Those will keep you plenty busy. Alrighty. Alright, so we did Aberdeen Grains, we've seen the shop, we've seen Lawfolds, we've seen the cows, and we've seen the sheep. So that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and jump in, and I'll show you a few little things on the Google Earth map and compare it to some of the screenshots that I'd taken before the video. So I'll see you in a second. All right, so I think one of the first things I wanted to show you was this little cottage here, this little roadside cottage. And there we go. This is really a beautiful area. It's very charming and very rustic and very lush. Now, here's the road that's leading up to this little group of houses up there. This seemed to me on the map to be the long road that leads up to Lawfolds Cottage, as you see here. You know, like I said, it's not spot on, and I can understand why. You know, not everybody is comfortable, you know, making a very detailed map of where they live. And then I just tried to match up a little bit with the area of the sheep. I didn't do a stellar job, but just a nice little comparison there. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. So let's go ahead and let's take a look on the map. Okay, so here we are. There's that road that leads up to Lawfolds, but you can't go all the way up, you know, because you want to maintain their privacy. So obviously they didn't let Google up there to take satellite pictures, but you could just get a general good sense of the area. There's the nice farm over there. Let's see if we can zoom over there a little bit. There we go. And there it is, Lawfolds. So that would be Lawfolds Farm, I'm assuming. And let's see if we can go down this way. I'm sorry for the big white square. That's just the way Google is. Let's go meander down this way. And you're going to see the crops change because obviously, you know, the Google satellite card, you know, they come through at different times and they splice pictures together. They got to cut out the ones of the flying saucers. Let's zoom down here a little bit more. Looks like we got some hay bales down here, some straw bales. There we go. Harvesting up the last bit of the crop. There's the header trailer. Nice. Oh, he got it right in under there. Good man. The New Holland TX66. I think many of us have had that exact harvester in game. So that's kind of a thrill to see. And it looks to be, that one actually looks like it's in better condition. Here's a nice little farm coming up over here. Looks like we got people going for a stroll. Couple of nice ladies. Anybody you know? Anybody watching? Hey, look at that. We've seen these bathtubs turn up on a lot of the maps. It's nice to kind of see one out in the wild in real life. Very nicely done, Stussy. I got to tell you, you really captured the charm of the real area. Look at the size of those straw bales, huh? Nothing like the ones in game, those little dinky things. I spy some equipment down here. Oh, it's a pile of junk. Okay. Look at that grass. It's just so green and vibrant. It's beautiful. Wow, look at that. Beautiful meadow. There's those little white flowers. Little weeds. I have so much I want to see when I visit the UK and the greater area of the UK. Just so much I want to see, and this is going to be on my list. Like I said, the heck with all the common tourist spots. If you want a good flavor of the real land and the real people, you got to go off the beaten path a bit. You know, try to get a hold of somebody that, you know, knows their way around and, you know, knows what they're doing, so you don't get yourself into trouble. You know, things to do and not to do, things to say and not to say. Now, I don't know if this is true, just to bring this up, but one time I was down at an Irish restaurant in New York, very popular Irish restaurant, and the bartender was straight from Ireland. He'd been in America for a year, and I was with my girlfriend, later my wife, but when I was dating her at the time, I took her down to this nice restaurant in New York, and I went up to the bar, and I stuck up 2 fingers, and I said, 2 beers, please. And he said, oh, same to you. And I guess that, from what he told me, I don't know if he was pulling my leg or not, but he said when you hold up, you know, 2 fingers, your index and middle finger together, like the victory sign, he said that means, you know, screw you, to be polite. So I was just like, oh my gosh. I said, I'm so sorry. I said, I had no idea. And he said, oh, he said, I know you didn't. You know, he said, I just thought I'd have a bit of fun with you. And I said, well, you did. I said, I hope you did. But he was a nice fella. We had a few laughs, and he gave me my beer, no charge. And that's why I'm not going to mention the name of the restaurant, because I don't want him to get fired. That was some years ago. Okay, so there we go. I think that's enough of that little area there. Let's zoom out and just have a look at the overall area, and I'll show you Aberdeenshire proper. So first of all, this little star here, that's the Lawfolds cottage, and we were down here looking up that road. You can see that agriculture is alive and well in this area. Huge, huge. Look at all the fields, all the farm fields. I mean, my God. I mean, we have areas like this in the United States, but I mean, wow. I mean, this is in the UK, it seems that it's pretty large scale. So here we are in the beautiful city of Aberdeen. There we go. Let's see what that does. Okay, so it's going to make me zoom out to read it, but I just wanted to read a little bit for you. Aberdeen is a port city in the northeast of Scotland, where the Dee and the Don rivers meet the North Sea. With an offshore petroleum industry, the city is home to an international population. It's also known as the Granite City for its many enduring gray stone buildings. The 19th century I'm going to try not to mispronounce this, Marischal College is typical, and I apologize. I know I messed that up. A monumental Victorian landmark that's now headquarters of the city council. So the population is 228,990 in the city proper as of 2014, and it's 71.22 square miles. So let's look at one of those beautiful chapels, shall we? There we go. Beautiful. The rich, old history. I mean, look at that. That's breathtaking. So it said the Aberdeen area is very driven by the energy industry, and it does its obviously fair share of agriculture as well, but it's very energy driven. It says the average salary is 500, I want to say 510 pounds per week. So, and I know the pound usually isn't that far from the dollar. So yeah, the pay kind of stinks there as it does here in America. Wow, look at that. Deadly beauty. You slip and fall into that, boy, you can get banged around a little bit. Now there is a beautiful picture of the Aberdeen with the chapels and the bell towers, the clock towers. Wow, look at that. All that hustle and bustle in that city, and you still manage to have a nice amount of green space. And this probably looks like it's a golf course. And it's probably a very exclusive one. Let's see. Yeah, because I see the little sand traps there. Yeah. I'm going to go on and say that that's a golf course. Probably the rich man's playground, country club. But right in the midst of all of that, another chapel picture. And we'll just do a couple more. I don't want to keep you too long. But I do want to celebrate, you know, this area for what it is. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, I know a lot of you from the UK, you're probably like, yeah. But, you know, being an American, you know, our history here, you know, is only but so old. We're only a few hundred years old here. And to go to places like England and Scotland and Ireland and see all the ancient history, you know, the buildings and the land and all of that. I mean, Europe is just, you know, obviously far more steeped in history than America, you know, as far as when, you know, we came here. I mean, you listen to the stories of the Native American peoples here, and they have some fascinating stories. If you ever have a chance and you're interested, if you look up some of the Native American tribes like the Sioux Indian and the Blackfoot and the Pueblo Indians, they have a very, very rich ancient history. Okay, so let's leave it there. With that, all right, so we got one last task to do here. So the owner has told me that a couple of his cows over the past several weeks have gone missing. So he's afraid, it seems to be a pattern, so he's afraid that it's going to happen again tonight. So we're going down there to the cow farm, and the local constable is already sitting down there waiting on me, but he's not going in there. He said it's a wild animal or something. And I was like, what kind of wild animal around here can run off a cow? This is a person cattle rustling, stealing cows. So we're going to catch him red-handed. That's my idea. And I have just the little extra accessory to help me to blend right in, and he won't even notice that I'm there until it's too late. Alright, so there's the constable. Or his truck. He must be walking around in there somewhere, so I'm going to go ahead and pull in and get comfortable. Okay. So I'm going to hide right here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on. What do you think of that, folks? Nobody will ever know. Ha ha ha. See, I blend in with old Myrtle over there. Alright, so we're just going to sit here and wait till it gets dark. I'll see you in a bit. Ooh, I must have dozed off. Hey, what's that? Take a look at that. It's a big old light. Huh. Can't be coming from there. What the heck is going on here? Ooh, this is warm. Uh-oh.